Hey, what's up guys, your boy Keith. Welcome back to another reaction video. Today we're going to be reacting to Slime Manga Chapter 121. The last chapter that we left off, we got a lot of good information and a lot of great things happening. That was very interesting. So, starting off, we ended up finding out a little bit more of how holy magic works. And essentially, it's essentially a bond between a subject and the person of their worship, or a person that they trust, right? And if that person is powerful enough, they can lend some of their energy towards that person. And so Adelman, the skeleton bro, he essentially, since he is now worshiping Rimuru, and he essentially lost his connection with Luminous, that's why he wasn't able to use holy magic, but now he's back to being able to use it. Along with that, we actually were trying to attack Green Fury, which was very interesting because they ended up choosing to have, what are they called? Avatars. It's probably the best word. They chose their own avatars and decided to attack, Green Fury and stop them in their tracks. And they couldn't even beat a regular basic team, right? So they had to go through a little training arc, and finally it looks like at the end they actually were able to fend off Green Fury. But that led to us finding out that Green Fury was actually, I think at the very least, I think that's what it was saying from what I remember, they were connected to the Rozo family. And what was most interesting is we found out the greedy granddaughter, the chick who obviously from the beginning looked like something was off with her, Maribel, turned out to be an otherworlder like Rimuru. But instead of being from Japan like all the ones that we've talked to so far, she was actually from Europe. And not only was she from Europe, she was actually a queen of Europe. So it's like, yo, like, you got this pretty much this grown woman in this little body, you mean, pretending to be like she's a 10-year-old, but she's really running the Rozo family. And the grandfather, because the grandfather already knew, he's like, yeah, I know something's up with you. You plotting, right? You controlling everybody, including me, ain't you? So, very interesting. And it says at the end that she's pointing her sights now at Rimuru, so it's about to start picking up. All right, we're about to get into some real treacherous territory, where we actually have like a real threat. Because Yuuki, that dude, he's a threat, but like, he's not a threat for real. Does that make sense? Like, he's like, he feels like a threat, but at the end of the day, it's like, even Yuuki is like, yo, we kind of don't want to get on their bad side right now. We just want to like placate them, make sure they're cool. Nah, she's like, I'm coming after you now. So that's kind of where we're at. But let's go ahead and jump into the new chapter, because I'm very excited to. Oh, before I forget, homeboy from Gaston, okay, our guy from Gaston, yeah, he got dealt with, unfortunately, or fortunately, I really don't care. I mean, at the end of the day, we were just kind of following him to track him, and so we lost whatever information we could have gotten through him. Well, maybe not fully lost. I mean, Zoe knows that he died, and he knows somebody's trying to take him out, and that's information within itself. So I don't know. Maybe this will lead to them finding out about Maribel. Let's go ahead and jump into this new chapter. Okay, so the kingdom of Seltrozo, a small nation to the north. You're telling me the demon Lord Rimuru is onto you? Johann Rostia, one of the 5 elders. Oh, he's talking to Yuuki. Like I said, like Yuki's already like a little paranoid about this. I must say, that is not welcome to hear. The guild is funded in no small part by the council, is it not? You, Yuuki Kagura Zaka, should know that as the Grand Master. As your sponsor, I was hoping to receive some better news from you. Did you have a slip-up, maybe? Yeah, sorry about that. There was no evidence left, at least. Well, I'm sure you can use your eloquent wit to talk your way out of it. You're good at that, no? This is a demon lord, keep in mind. I don't want to get killed riling him up. Yeah, because... And Rimuru's pretty smart, because he got Raphael. You know, Rimuru himself, I think he's smart, but Raphael is what makes him what he is, you know what I'm saying? And Raphael will be able to, like, pick apart any type of, like, what is the word? Manipulation that he would try to throw out. Let's see. Granville sees the demon Lord Rimuru as an obstacle. Not even you can beat him. Are you kidding me? Tempest is a powerhouse at this point. They have Oni, you know? Demons even. Oh, and Maribel is walking up. Oh, so they all connected. Wow. Okay, they really are connected. Okay, they like this, huh? Alright, cool. 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 This is all leading together. Perfect. And worse, that storm dragon. Humans can't do a thing against him. Yes, you're right. Maribel? Where is Granville? Not here. I'm by myself today. Veldora the Storm Dragon is the biggest threat. My grandfather was around to see him back when he was most destructive. He told me it was clearly why even God feared him. It was clear why even God feared him. God being luminous. But enough of that. I want a clear answer to Johan's question. If you got serious about it, can you defeat the Demon Lord Rimuru? How strong are you, Yuuki? How strong are you? Because we know... What's her name? I'm forgetting her name right now. That's crazy. The other worlder... the other worlder. The one who, like, Rimuru fought a little bit ago, who was, is it Hina? No. The one who was, like, part of Luminous. Y'all know who I'm talking about, man. She's obviously incredibly strong, but Rimuru was able to defeat her. It took, well, I was gonna say it took like him losing a skill, but he immediately just got it back because hacks. But it makes me wonder if Yuuki, who was pretty much like they were together, they were like a pair, training under Shizu. I wonder how strong Yuuki is, because we never seen him in any type of confrontation. We don't know what his skill sets are or anything. Let's see, myself against him is a lot to ask for. But, well, under the right conditions, you never know. That's what I'm saying. Like, we don't know what his powers are. He could probably, he could be a threat for real. Yuuki Kagurazaka. If he says that, then him defeating Rimuru is more than just a fantasy. He doesn't know it, but he's under my thrall now. He won't tell me lies, and he won't defy me. That's what my skill Avarice does for me. Oh, okay. The unique skill Avarice works on people's desires. With it, Maribel can manipulate her targets any way she wants. One method she uses is overriding the target's desire with her own, making them into her collaborators. This works via conversation and thus requires an extensive amount of interaction. That's... wow. Okay, so when he was saying you're manipulating everybody, it's not even just because... she's manipulating people by, like, just talking. Like, her skill is legitimately doing that. But here's the thing. How do you... I mean, like, she's confident in her skill. I get that. Yuuki has his own skills. Yuuki's skills could easily thwart whatever skill she's talking about. Like, her skill can make her think that, oh, this dude's under my thumb. His skill could be, nah, I'm blocking any type of manipulation, and you won't know that I'm blocking that manipulation, and I'm just acting accordingly because I know that you're trying to manipulate me. You don't know. And I think that Yuuki, I said this before, even Yuuki don't want problems, but again, at the end of the day, like, he doesn't want problems because, like, why would he... I'm totally contradicting myself, but listen, we're here, all right? What I'm thinking right now is that Yuuki probably doesn't want to deal with Rimuru right now simply because it's too much effort to do right now. Like, Rimuru has, like he said before, a whole backing behind him. He has Onis. He has, Adelman and all his people. He has, what I'm saying, the goblins, all right? And they are getting the dire wolves, all right? He has so many... Veldora, His friends with Milim, he's a powerhouse. He has too many people who really rock with him. Too many allies. And so, that's a hassle to deal with right now. And I think Yuuki's smart enough to recognize that, like, that's something that he would want to, like, like, he would want to plot out and figure out before he just goes in. I think this chick right here, even though she is a plotter, I think she's a crash out too. I think she might just be the type that just, like, go for it. While Yuki's probably going to be like, oh, let's wait a little bit. All right, let me take some time to really figure out my position. Let's see. This works via the amount of interaction. That is exactly what she is using on Yuuki right now. But there is another quicker method, infusing her target with desires, essentially brainwashing them. However, if this is noticed, her thrall ends, exposing her to mortal danger. Against stronger targets, it's a risky move. Oh, so she's weak. She's also very weak. Or not very weak, but she's weak. I keep saying, I don't know. Maybe she's not. Maybe she got hands. I don't know. But I doubt she has like demon lord level hands, you know what I mean? Either way, the thrall's strength depends on how large the target's desires are. Let's see. When I saw Rimuru at the festival, his desires weren't that large. Given how his nation has grown, I'd assume he was a greedy man too. It was almost like he'd be willing to toss it all away if he needed to. Of all the stupid nonsense, stomping on my hunting grounds with such weak motives, this chick. The peace in this world is to be built on the rule of the Rozo family. Maribel, forging a promise with Granville, had been executing a plan. First, they'd create a unique currency in each of the council's nations, with the exchange rate varying in each nation. These rates would depend on the power of the nations. That is, in turn, is controlled by the council and the 5 elders. So basically like how our, in the real world it is, like each nation will have their own system of currency, and then we will value what their currency actually is. And if your currency is actually lower to us, then that means, yeah, you're going to have to fork over more of it then. Which is, if you're trying to rule the world, that's very smart. But obviously, like, that probably would be pretty, it's not the best system if for like other people. That's why it's better to have like one centralized coinage system, or at least at the very least, if you do have, multiple, you need to be able to have a baseline of how much they're costing at that point. Like, always have a baseline how much they're going to cost. It can't just be varied based on like, what they think. But I'm not an economist, and I don't know how that would affect everything. So, I'm just kind of chatting right now, just putting my thoughts out in the ether. Don't take that as like this is how the world should actually be ran, because at the end of the day, I'm not smart enough in that field, to provide that kind of answer. They would define the currency's value and all of its rules. That is a must for anyone trying to exercise total rule. Like I said, yeah. So if you're trying to get total rule and you want to be able to control everything, very smart idea to do. The groundwork for this had been laid the past few years, and plans were going well. That is until Tempest came along, and then he was like, and then the Tempest came along and ruined everything. That nation has far too attractive of a capital. They'd be defining taste and building a whole new era in time. With the right diplomatic rules, their value would grow even higher over the years. Kind of makes me wonder, actually, by the way. So we knew that Maribel in their past life had ruled essentially an entire nation, right, of Europe. Makes me kind of wonder, what era did she come from, though? Because she might not have the modern understanding of, like, the reason why Rimuru is able to make Tempest the way it was and get to this point that it is at is because he understands, or he's from the modern era, and so, our technology is so much more advanced. In comparison to the world that he's in right now. And so he can bring some of the concepts that, originate from his world and his experience to here. But with Maribel, she could have potentially did the same thing, but she didn't. And it makes me think that probably because, like, she's coming from, like, a more ancient time, especially if she was a ruler of Europe, definitely coming from a more ancient time. Alright, let's see. If so, the Rozo family would no longer be able to call all the shots. It's so vexing, but it would not be smart to poke at the hornet's nest. We could try to win them over. Let's invite Rimuru to the council and see how he reacts. But would he accept the offer? Oh, he will. He'd never miss a chance to grow his nation. There's no way it could have grown that so fast otherwise. Yeah, good point. And he sees human society as a priority too. He wants to play by human rules to show how safe Tempest is. I think he'd accept a council invite readily, yeah. Well, let's make his hopes come true then. Then we can infect him with my poison. See, that's what I'm saying. She's going to try that, but Rimuru has Raphael, and Raphael doesn't allow him to get affected by Yuuki, another person who's coming over, right? So if he is not blocked by or messed up by Yuuki, he's not going to be messed up by her more than likely, right? Her what she's doing isn't going to be that effective either. Which makes me, again, wonder if Yuuki is even affected by it, because at the end of the day, Yuuki is also another worlder who has, unique skills. Okay, goodness. Against a demon lord even? People are happy under my rule, It's the same with Yuuki here. He just has too much ambition, but under my thrall, all that desire won't crush him any longer. Come on, he's right here, you know. I'm telling you, bro, the fact that she thinks she could just talk to this man, but bro, Yuuki's doing 40 chest out here. I don't believe for a second that she was really controlling this man Yuuki like that, because he's an otherworlder. People with unique skills are not easily fallible like that. Let's see. My rule is perfect, you know. I can talk about this in front of him, and still he won't doubt me. As a matter of fact, he can't. Now, Joanne, I want to write a letter to the Demon Lord Rimuru. Make sure he gets it before the next council session. Alright then, I'll have a pen and paper brought at once. This one, bro, like, I'm telling y'all, such a fearsome girl. Anger her and she might rule over me too. There must always be one ruler, a one-way street. And Demon Lord or not, Rimuru, I won't let you have your way. This will be fun. Yes, so much fun. Alright, chapter 121, towards the castle. Or towards the council. We have the maze here. It's pretty funny. Oh, he died. What? Hey. Is that what happened? Because I see the ball rolling after the dude, and then the next panel we just have like splash. I'm like, did he just? Okay. Anyways, wahahaha. You're wide open, you fools. You're wide open, you fools. It's the Scarlet Comet I heard about. Blowing wind become a tornado that slashes my foes. Now howl for me, Tornado Blade. This guy. Dang it. That took out Marja and Nadja. Was he aiming for a main attacker and healer? We can't get taken out here. Oh, yes you can. Oh, ho, ho, ho. You can't escape me. Yeah. We must retreat. If we die here, we'll lose the rare level items we found. Break out the return whistle. Oh, well. Not so fast. Yeah, it's over, buddy. No, we've come so far. Battle report over. The dungeon dominators are the winners. Well done. Quahahaha. All these minions can barely entertain me. Yeah, you said it. We're totally invincible. Right? That level of foe is no sweat to us. Whoa, don't get carried away, guys. This isn't just fun, okay? It's work, too. Yes, indeed, I'm fully aware of that. Yes, since the Green Fury affair, we've been spending our days hunting adventurers in the dungeon. Green Fury is gone back now, called back to their home country or something. But maybe they'll come back with even better gear. It's vital that we're fully prepared for that happening. Okay, want to do one more run? Yeah. Also, the dungeon's getting pretty busy lately. Masayuki is one heck of a good PR man. I guess he's got a lot of real good luck too. He's collected the full set of rare class gear that pops up randomly in gold chests. We broadcast his exploits across the town, and that inspires more challengers to try their luck. What's more, the answer to this demand. I wish I could see Sir Masayuki beat the floor 20 boss again. Oh, I know. We aired a recap show of Masayuki and the other challenges strutting their stuff, and that was a big hit too. Let's see. I found my lady friend here. Thanks for the footage. That's crazy. Thanks to people like this guy, a lot of attention seekers swarmed the joint. Man, he said, yo, look, y'all let me come up, man. This joint, I just got a baddie out here just off the strength of the video y'all put out for me. Man said, Slice, and she fell in love. Let's see. Among this influx of new challengers were quite a few talented seasoned guys. We can't lie on our laurels for long. And that's where we come in. Any good game needs to give you a decent challenge after all. So as we've been picking on challengers, we began to become something of a feared presence. Why did I have to run into them? If only I didn't cheap out on the recording crystal. Oh yeah, one use save point. Thus we came to be known as the Dungeon Dominators. We've also been working on our appearances too. death aura evokes an eerie atmosphere. Archaic skull, a skull that makes him look much more powerful. Fear aura creates a chilling atmosphere. Milim, by the way, hadn't changed very much. However, people apparently now call her the Scarlet Comet. Her speed must give her that appearance. Oh, that's cool. Boy, that was a breeze. Indeed. Shall we go down a little deeper next time? Yeah, the floor 40 area might not be a challenge for us any longer. Nah, it's too soon. Remember how Bovik's whipped our ass? Remember how Bovik whipped our asses when we went to floor 40 or 50? Fair point. Rimuru is the... Hold on, let me drink some water real quick. Also, unfortunately, my ears are starting to mess up. So I'm gonna have to put some headphones on so I can continue talking. Fair point. Rimuru is right, Veldora. We gotta focus on leveling for now. This is so much fun. It's just like a game with my school pals way back. Report. The subject Shuna has sent a contact. There's an urgent guest. Sorry to keep you waiting, Shuna. Sir Rimuru, I've been expecting you. Who's the urgent guest? They're probably going to be inviting him to the council. And Lady Milim is with you. That's perfect, actually. Perfect? How? Sorry to intrude, Sir Rimuru. First time since the Founders Festival, huh? Oh, no, it's Frey. Hey, what's up, girl? Frey? So, right, because Milim has been helping with the dungeon and neglecting her country and all her studies. So that's why Frey's here. She's like, yeah, you forgot about that, huh? So, this is where you've been, Milim. Did you happen to complete the assignment that I gave you? Wait a minute, Frey. It's not what it looks like, I promise. Oh, it's not? I found my watchman wrapped up in a mat rolling around the floor. Exactly what can you say that would possibly justify that? Yo, her face is wow. It's over, Milim. Jeez, Milim, if you're at work, you should have said so. He's right, Milim. Sorry to occupy your time like that. I didn't know. Yeah, they like, listen, this is a you problem, not a me problem, not a we problem, so please go handle it. Okay, because I'm not trying to be on Frey's bad side either. Yeah, exactly. If we had knew you had to go, we would have let you. You guys are so darn mean. Good teamwork there. We've built up a lot in the labyrinth. But please, Frey, just hear me out. Oh, I will to be sure. Once we return home, yo, she gripped her. That's wow. Yo, she really gripped her like this and just kept, oh man. Yeah, that's scary. Do your homework before visiting next time, okay? Whew, that was scary. I was almost caught up in that drama. And by the way, Sir Rimuru, what exactly have you been doing up to all this? What exactly have you been up to all this time? Listen, I'm trying to make this labyrinth go crazy, okay? You gotta understand, the labyrinth is it's an attraction for the community. We need this, okay, Shuna? It's okay, please, just come on. You gotta come on. Haha. Well, some on-site R&D. We were looking into fighting styles people are talking about in the labyrinth. You know, we've had folks like Green Fury and also on site. So you're saying that you were playing around in the labyrinth all day? You can't put it like that, though. We were trying to raise up the revenue and the stakes of the labyrinth. So sharp. Well, don't want to get in your way. I'll just do some magic research in my chamber. Yeah, me too. It's so annoying when I have this done on me. Sorry, Milim. Report. There is no need to make excuses. Oh? There's not, Raphael? Simply say, I did nothing wrong, and all will be solved. Yeah, right. Yeah, but are you sure about that? Sir Rimuru, there you are. I've been looking all over for you. Oh, hi, Molly. Aha, so he's my savior here, huh? We've received the letter from the Council of the West. I think we're being asked to attend to a session with an eye toward potentially joining them. I see. I figured this would come soon, yes? Oh, I had a feeling Green Fury's real goal was to pry into our nation's activities. Something told me Duke Muse's bosses would be making a move like this. Yeah, Green Fury was a group of council spies, I'm sure. They were too strong, really, so I looked into them. Or rather, Raphael did, anyway. Is that so? To think they were spying on us. That's interesting. Now, I'm sorry I accused you of goofing off. Okay, we see it, Raphael. We see it. We thought you were just trying to mess with our boy, but nah, you had some 4D chess in your head too. Okay. No, I'm not sure. I'm sure it looked that way. Gotta hand it to Raphael though. I didn't really think that much about who was employing Green Fury. Response: it was because you were too busy playing around. Yeah, true. I guess I was leaning on Raphael a little too much on this. Minlim was chewed out too. Let's rein in the playtime just a little bit. Oh, but your R&D was ongoing until just a moment ago, wasn't it? What were you looking into once Green Fury left? Raphael, this isn't going well. I suggested the best approach to prevent you from playing too much. Please allow her to yell at you. Huh? Hey, yeah, sometimes you gotta let it happen. Just go, just let the fury come out. I was, well, having fun, yes. Oh my! So that was the case after all. So yes, Shuna did me in. Okay. The Council of the West holds their sessions on a monthly basis with reps from every member nation attending. They meet in the Kingdom of Ingracia, and the topic of the next session, of course, is Tempest, the new nation everyone is talking about. Nice. Okay, end of the chapter. I have like 3 minutes before my thing cuts off, so I'm going to make this quick. That was a great chapter. I love to see how we're building up. The tension is rising, definitely. I'm very curious to see exactly how this chick from the Rozo family is going to operate. I'm wondering how effective her ability is. Like I said before, I don't think it's going to work on a Demon Lord. I don't even think it's working on Yuuki. I feel as though she thinks it's working on him because he's making it or just acting as if that's the case, but Yuuki is an actor. He pretends, he gets in front of people and pretends he's like this nice, cool dude, when in reality he's plotting behind your back. So I think the same thing's happening to her. She's obviously going to be the next big threat that we have to face, but I think she's going to be one of those enemies that doesn't, like, things are not going to go her way. Yuki's probably going to be a bigger threat than she actually is. She just thinks she's the bigger threat right now. But I am very interested in seeing how this continues. Outside of that, hold on one sec. Outside of that, I wonder how everything's going to continue with the labyrinth, though. It seems we're really building this place up. It's attracting more attention to Tempest, and I'm wondering how that's going to affect everything. We obviously see how it's affecting the people in Tempest and affecting the dungeon goers and everything, but I'm curious to see exactly how long-term this is going to affect the nation of Tempest, because it's essentially making us a center point, a very popular center point in the world. And as we saw right here, the Council of the West is now going to be talking about us in their next meeting and inviting us to actually join that next meeting. So I'm looking forward to see exactly how things are going to turn out and how the nation, as it develops, how its influence impacts other people. But with that being said, though, I'm going to go ahead and end this reaction right here. So if you guys did enjoy the video, go ahead and like it. Subscribe so you can see more content like this. You know, we're going to be doing Tempest, or not Tempest, slime videos, and we're obviously doing a lot of other great manga and manhwa that we're reacting to here. So definitely subscribe to see more content like this, and definitely comment down below any thoughts you had about the chapter, thoughts that you had about the reaction, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.